Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you, and again I am back to teach you in second part about the northern plains. And last videos I had taught about the northern plains, that it is located in the south of the Himalayas. They extend from Punjab in the west and Assam to Assam in the east. In fact, the east-west extent of the plains is about 2,400 kilometers, and they are about 150 to 300 kilometers wide. They cover the states also of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and parts of Assam. In fact, what the rivers means, the land of the northern plains is very flat level. In fact, many years which originated in the Himalayas, it flows through in these plains. It begins in the Himalayas and it just have water through all the years, and it every time these rivers such make the land fertile and rich, and a wide of variety of crops are grown in these northern plains. In fact, the area which is covered by river and its tributary is called basin. What is called basin? An area watered by a river, and its tributaries is called a basin. The northern plains can be divided into three basins. It divides into the three basins. The first is the Ganga basin, it is in the center. Second is the Brahmaputra basin, it is in the east, and the Satluj basin is in the west. So these all is the three important basin which is in the northern plains. So just go and let's just go through the next topic about the Ganga basin. So I am also reading, you also read with me. So once the online class will over, please don't keep your book in the corner side. You just go through the chapter and please read all the pages, and whatever the important parts I told you to underline, that is very important. So it's for general knowledge also. So if you understood this chapter, then you will not get any problem to solve the exercise. And whatever the chapter I have given here, previous 1 and 2, that if you have not completed, please guys complete all the homework in your fair copy, and it should be in good writing. So let's go through the topic about the Ganga basin. Now, the river Ganga is sacred to the Hindus. It is it is a river for the Hindus. The Ganga basin, it is river for the Hindus. It has its source in the Gangotri glacier high up in the Himalayas and flows through the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. Here is what it has, the glacier. Have you remember that in the Himadri we have learned that what is glacier? That the flat of ice. If a glacier is what? There is too much ice is there, means huge masses of ice are there, that are called glaciers. So when it melts, when it got the warm and when it melts, it comes up through it comes to the Himalayas, and it flows through these states of rivers, like states like Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal and Bihar, and then it goes and it comes through the Ganga basin. The Ganga flows very swiftly down the mountains and into the plains at Haridwar. The Ganga rivers means which comes from the Gangotri glaciers. So what it flows directly height up to the mountain, means it flows to the mountains, and then it enters in the plains at Haridwar. So the Ganga rivers, which it flows through the mountain, it's directly entered at the Haridwar. As it flows down the plains, it is joined by its tributaries. So whence it flows from the mountains, means from the plains, it joins to tributaries. Tributaries means a river or a stream that flows into a larger river or lake. So that's called tributary. Tributary is what? A river or a stream that flows into a large river or lake. So the Yamuna is the most important tributary of the Ganga and joins it at Allahabad. You can underline from here the Yamuna. Yamuna is what? Yamuna is the most important. The Yamuna is the most important tributary of the Ganga. Means of the Ganga, and it joins it at Allahabad. So Yamuna is the most important tributary of Ganga and it joined it at Allahabad. It's a state. This meeting point of two rivers, means Ganga and Allahabad, is called the Sangam. You can underline here also this meeting. This meeting means what? When the Ganga and Allahabad it meets and it becomes one river. So that river is called Sangam river. Sangam means those are attached. So that's why it's called Sangam. So you can underline from here that this meeting. So this meeting point of the two rivers, which rivers? Ganga and Yamuna. Ganga and Yamuna of the two rivers is called the Sangam. So when the two rivers it's joined, it meets like Ganga and Yamuna, then it forms into a large river, and that new river it's called the Sangam. Once in every 2 years, means after the 2 years, in one time after the 2 years, thousands of pilgrims gathered. Pilgrims, the god, and suppose like pujaris and these all, they gathered here to celebrate the Kumbh Mela. So you can underline this one once also. Once in every 12 years, thousands of pilgrims gathered here to celebrate the Kumbh Mela. So from where I have told you to underline once, you can match from the Yamuna. So the Yamuna is the most important tributary of the Ganga and joins it at Allahabad. This meeting point of two rivers, which rivers? Yamuna and Ganga, is called the Sangam. Once in every 12 years, means after 12 years, one a day, thousands of pilgrims gathered, means most of the people they gathered there and here to celebrate the Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela means there is too much populations are there. Next is the eastern part of the plain receives more rainfall than the western part. So the east part of the plains it received more rainfall rather than the eastern part. Most of the rainfall is received during the monsoon. So most of the rainfall when it receives, it receives during the monsoon. And monsoon when falls? It falls in the month of June to September. So just remember that when the monsoon falls, it falls the month of June to September. So crops grow well here as the soil is rich and fertile, because rivers are there, Yamuna, Ganga, Gangotri, many rivers are there. So that's why the crops grow very well, and here soil is very fertile and very rich to grow any crops. The major crops grown here, you can underline from here the major crops, underline from the major crops grown here, where in the Ganga basin. The major crops grown here are rice, wheat, jute and sugarcane. After that, this also underline, water is available in plenty as there is many wells and canals. So what is that? Here is crops, the crops it's very grown, and here the soil is very rich and fertile to grow any crops. And the major crops are the crops which grow in that areas are called rice, wheat, jute and sugarcane. In fact, water is available in plenty, means lots, plenty as there as, because there is lots of wells and canals are there. So there is no scarcity of water in these areas, in these the parts, in these the plains. So next page number 22 and 23, that we will see in the next class. Till that, please read the book. Once the online class will over, you just go through the book and read the book, and please stay at home. Thank you and have a nice day.